Hey guys, Tranquil here. I'm going to be teaching you how to create a zombie XP farm or skeleton XP farm. It'll work with any one of them. Let's just let the world load. So, let me go and get to the spawner real fast. Alright, so the first thing you really want to do is you want to find out where your spawner is. It can work with any type of spawner as long as it is a zombie or a skeleton spawner. This one is a zombie spawner, and here it is. So, it's pretty far down, which will be good because when you're making it, it won't go above ground. So what you want to do first is just get rid of everything that's in the chests, and then you want to obviously light it up so that zombies don't spawn, and we'll do that right now. Alright, so now that it is set up, you can go ahead and deposit all your stuff into a chest. But either you can do this in peaceful mode, that way zombies don't really spawn, or you can just light it up with torches. But the first thing you want to do is each one of these blocks is going to want to be 4 blocks away from the spawner. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's how you want it on both sides. Actually, all 4 sides, should I say. So 1, 2. So we gotta go 2 these ways. So it'll be just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you want it to be set up. Basically all you gotta do is clear these out, and then we can move on to the next step. Alright, so now that it is cleared up, you just want to double check and make sure it's 4 blocks on each side of the spawner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now that you have that set up, you're gonna want to place some torches around here. For some reason the torches aren't being very bright right now, but that way the zombies won't spawn. But of course, if you're on peaceful, then you don't really have to do that. But then again, if you want to see, you don't want to place torches. The next thing you want to do is you're going to want to dig down 2 blocks from the spawner. So make sure you go around the spawner. Make sure you do not break the spawner. If you break the spawner, that could be very, very bad. Because then you won't have the spawner. So yeah, go down 2 blocks and just clear it out, and then we can move on to the next step. Alright, so now that you mine 2 blocks down, you can now, what you're going to want to do is add water, and by doing that, just grab 2 water buckets, and any type of block, because you're just going to get rid of it soon. So what you want to do, whichever way you want your zombie spawner facing, if you want it to be facing this way, then obviously you're going to want the water to flow in that direction, so you would place 2 blocks right here, and then place the water, and the water would flow in that direction. But we want it to face this way. Actually, we're going to have it face this way, because all of this is stone. That makes no sense. It doesn't make really, it's not, all of it being stone is irrelevant. I'm just saying that since all of it's stone, we're going to want the water facing this way. So you place 2 blocks in the corner of the opposite area, and place 2 water buckets on top. And now that you have that done, you want to break the blocks, and down here you can see that it didn't cover all of the area, but if you do come over here, it doesn't go all the way over, so it stops right there. And so the next thing you want to do is break the block that doesn't have any water on it, and once you break those blocks like so, you'll have these blocks. The blocks right here on these corners that have the last water block on it is what you want to destroy. So each one of these blocks that has the water you want to break. Alright, so now as you can tell, if a zombie spawns, they're going to be jumping up and down, and it'll lead them to right here, the middle area. It'll lead them to right here. So what you want to do now is start mining this way until the water stops, which is right here. Now what I normally do, but I'm in creative mode, is I create a infinite water source right here. Sometimes that can kind of change some stuff. So if you want, you can sort of do it like this way, so that way it doesn't get too messed up. So let's go ahead and place water there. So now you got an infinite water source right there, and that way the water's not going into it. But next thing you want to do is grab a sign, and I'm gonna grab glowstone so that you guys can tell what's going on. I'll remove the glowstone, of course, but alright, so since they're spawning, since they're coming down this way, you can either do this by creating it 2 blocks or 2 signs. This way it won't gather up, that way the mobs can go up higher. If you want, you can do it with 1 block by doing this. But I'm going to be doing it 2 blocks, like so, and be going up to, like so. So what you want to do is you want to get the water. You want to place it. Whoops. You're going to want to place the water right here with these 2 signs, like so, and that way the water is flowing into this water block. So that way they're getting pushed and then they're going up because they're jumping up anyways. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to place a sign on each and every block. So since this block is on, since there's a sign on this block, you want to skip one and go up, skip one and go up, and then you want to do the same thing on this one. Since this block is on that, you skip one and go up. So basically, block, sign, 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 sort of like that. And I believe you're going to want to go up 22 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Next thing, you can just mine both down. Now that that's done, you can now add your signs, just 1 on every other block, like so. And once you're done with that, we can move on to the next step, which is basically the final step. Alright, so now that you've added all your blocks, now what you want to do is you want to place the water on each block that the sign isn't really on. And that's why we created the infinite water source, because if you only have 2 buckets, you're going to do 2 at a time, come back down here, and then you're going to use the infinite water source, like so. Let's get rid of that glowstone. And so yeah, that's basically what you're going to be doing all that for. So just continue placing your water until you're all the way at the top, which we're almost done, so I won't pause the video until then. Like I said, you can just do it with 1 block, but sometimes they'll build up and get stuck, and that's why I do it this way. So now that it ended right here, you just want to go over 2 blocks like so, and continue going over. You can go up another one if you'd like, that way they don't get bunched up so much. But there's another problem, is sometimes they'll get stuck right here, like so, and they won't go up. Sometimes they'll jump in and then they'll start to fall. But so since we're up, I think, yeah, this is 22 blocks right here, I believe. So they'll slide down here, and then what you want to do is you want to add a sign right here, and we're gonna go over 1 more, like so, and then they will fall. And you can just mine down 22 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And so the mob spawner is right here, so we want to go the opposite way, like so. Let me just place some glowstone down real fast, so you guys can see what I'm doing. There's the infinite water source. We can go ahead and get rid of that. We don't really need it. And since we're 22 blocks, we're actually going to go down 1 more, because this block is the 22nd block. And then what you want to do is probably add like glass or something, or a glowstone, like so, and then place one right there, and like so. And then you can make like yourself a little home out of glowstone. It doesn't have to be glowstone, I'm just saying it can be anything. And then once you have this set up, you're basically finished. And the only thing you really got to do is go clear out the space, what are they called? The torches. So we're gonna go do that real fast by sneaking in here. And yeah, now you can see like right behind here will be cobblestone, and then they'll fall right there. Oh, actually, they'll fall on that block, I think. Nope, they fall on that block. So they're 2 blocks away. Now you could do it only by going over just 1 block, so placing a sign right here instead. And that way you can be closer to them, and that way they'll actually spawn. Because you can only be a certain amount of blocks away from the mobs. But once you get rid of the torches, I really don't want to break the spawner. It could be bad. So once the torches are gone, it'll be completely dark, and that way the mobs can spawn. So now that it's completely dark in here, if we click and turn it to normal, the mobs will spawn, they'll flow down here, they'll go down there, come on, they'll push each other in, they'll eventually go in, come on, go, there you go. Alright, so I need to get through here, and then they'll start to fall. And if in case they start to die, since this one didn't die, you can punch them once and twice, 3 times maybe, and they're dead. So it should only be 2 punches for a zombie. So if that doesn't work, 1, 2, 3. So now it's taking 3 punches. You can try dropping it down a block. And if you drop it down a block, if a zombie falls here anytime soon. See, they could die. Zombies' health are different than any other mob's health, which is weird. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. So when a zombie falls, gonna fall. Okay, man. Okay, so see, they're dying. So you're gonna have to. I guess it's gonna take 3 hits. What I prefer you do is you place like a hopper right here, and then a chest underneath. That way it'll pick up the drops and you don't have to pick them up. Well, you'll pick up some of them if you're close. But if you want, since they're falling, if you want to kill all of them super fast, you can grab a instant health potion. It can be instant health, just 1, it'll work. And I will go into game mode 0, and I'll wait for a lot of them to pile up, and then I will do this for 5 minutes, and then I will kill him. So I'll see you guys in just 5 minutes. Alright, so we're back. It's been about 7 or 8 minutes. And so we're level 1, and there's a bunch of guys in here, so we're going to throw an instant health potion. And they all died, and let's see what level we get to. We only killed about 48. But that's not bad, to be honest. I mean, you only had to wait like 7 minutes for whatever level we're going to get to. Looks like it's slowing down. So 13 levels, and it's about 7 minutes. So that's not bad, to be honest. It's not too bad. But I mean, it's not. I love this. I love this design. There's no better design because all designs are basically the same. The only thing that I could tell you to do would be to. There's nothing really, because there's no increasing the spawn rate. I mean, the spawn rate's gonna stay the same. If you wanted to, you can add glass. I mean, you could so you can see the zombies and stuff and something. But yeah, I'll show you what mine looks like real fast. So here's the design I used for my spawner room. I have black stained glass. The light, you can see quite a bit of light through it, but I mean, it's not too. I wouldn't suggest putting this up. I just made this room for looks, basically. I mean, you got glass, you got a bunch of mobs spawning right here. You spawn on top, get on there. But you know, I got a bunch of rotten flesh and whatnot. So I made it out of glass, so you can see what's going on. You can even go underneath and check out what's going on down here. You can come up here and you can actually look underneath, which is I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, that's about it for this episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was how to make a XP grinder with a spawner. I made one without a spawner, so if you want to go check that out, it's my channel trailer. There'll be a link in the description. And I'll see you guys later. Just a quick tip real fast. This is what I did. I made a chest of wooden swords. That way it kills them in 1 hit. And then you can just pick them up. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.